Hello Cancer, and welcome to your October 2022 video. Now this video is for Sun, Moon or Rising Cancer. Now the important thing to note about October is that we have an eclipse. So we are in eclipse season, right? This is a time where things can change out of nowhere. Eclipses are wild cards. They are fated, they are karmic. So anything can happen during them. This is where people come in and out of our lives during eclipses, meaning that maybe you thought you'd always be friends with this person, or you'd always be speaking to this person, or you'd always be in this situation, or you'll always be in a certain place. Wild card energy means that it throws everything out and things need to change, right? Anything can happen. And when that happens, it allows for new opportunities to come through for you, but you got to embrace the energy of the eclipses, embrace the changes that they're trying to bring through in your life. That's why they're fated and they're karmic. People go through breakups. People sometimes go through where their health isn't doing so well, or maybe they might not be able to see a loved one. All of those things change during that time. Those are the changes that happen, and we need to embrace them. They're blessings in disguise, basically. And the important thing to also know about eclipses is just to be aware of everything, because things are changing so much. We just need to keep, ourselves steady and slow. Important also, whatever happens during this eclipse will take us into the next 6 months, right? That's what it means. So be aware of everything you experience during this eclipse cycle, because it will take you into the next 6 months until the next eclipse cycle. Now, important, Mercury goes direct. And Mercury goes direct on the 2nd of October. Mercury's been retrograde previously, so we have the miscommunication, the conflicts, things not going our way, all the hiccups that come along with it, travel plans, all of those things, right? And now that Mercury is direct and will be direct in your 3rd house, be aware if you're overthinking, right? It's a good thing, but you'll be thinking a lot. You'll want to communicate a lot. You'll want to express a lot. Great, do it. Maybe during the Mercury retrograde you couldn't. You were thinking and internalizing everything. Now you are free to express yourself. And with Mercury rules the 3rd house. So it's like a double Mercury kind of energy. So you can be thinking quite a lot of things, and there's a lot of things you want to communicate. So now's the time to express yourself. If you want to read anything, you'll be reading a lot, finding information, any information that you need for anything in your life. Work, family, how to better your life, whatever you want. You can now find the information and put it into good use. Mercury also there can also bring up a lot of gossip. Right? People around us might be talking more. People want to talk to you more. People will be calling you, texting you, messaging you, emailing you. Your phone feels like it just won't stop. On the 9th, the full moon will happen in this 10th house with Jupiter. I want you to think about any career goals, any career, because the 10th house was career, goals, dreams, ambitions, reputation, and public image. Now, if you can make any career changes, this full moon will highlight that you need to make a change. Maybe you can't work here anymore. This place is not good for you. What business changes you need to make? Any change that affects your career, this full moon will highlight it, but it is aligned with Jupiter. So it amplifies it, but it's also beneficial. So opportunities can come through during this full moon for you. But what you'll close one door on, you can open on others, right? Doors will open on others. Any goals that you have. So say maybe you don't have a career, or you don't have a business, and you're not working towards anything. What are the goals that you have in your day-to-day life? Whether that will be maybe redesigning your home, or your goal is to have a better health plan, right? You want to eat well, you want to take care of yourself. Those are things, are goals that we have. Maybe your goals are to become more mindful and take up meditation. Your goal is to exercise. Your goal is to get that vegetable garden that you want to grow and, make it more bountiful, and you need to read some information about it. This full moon will highlight, especially because it's with Jupiter, it can give you a lot of wisdom too. So you can learn a lot. But this full moon will highlight anything that you've been doing that's not working, and what you can do to make changes to make it work. So maybe you wanted to really focus on your health, and then all of a sudden you're not feeling well, and this full moon is telling you, okay, this is what I need to do. Or maybe you wanted to grow your beautiful garden, and there was some challenges you came about, and that was very sad for you, but now you can do it. changes within your home. Maybe you were trying to design and during the Mercury retrograde things weren't happening in September, but now you can actually find the things that you need to do. The 10th house also rules how other people see you. So you need to be aware that during this time you are highlighted, people might be speaking to you more, and you need to be aware of your reputation and how you're coming across. And maybe there are certain things that you might want to release about your reputation. All right, that's not a bad thing. We always go through transformations in life of how people see us and what they think about us, right? And we know who we are on the inside. And sometimes we feel the perception that we're giving off, you know, maybe people feel like we're a pushover, right? I'm easy and I will always be here to please you. And that's what my reputation and my image to you is. And you'll be like, oh no, this needs to change. Because the more energy I'm giving to you with the people pleasing and always being such a soft person that have no boundaries, and because I have no boundaries, when I want to attend to my goals for the day, I am unable to do that. And now I need to, with this full moon, it gives me the wisdom, it gives me the energy to say no more, because I'm tired and I can't do this. So look at that. This full moon is powerful. It's for your career. It's for your empowerment. It's for your goals, your ambitions, your sense of purpose. We all have a purpose, yeah? What is your purpose when you get up in the morning? What drives you? What makes you feel awake? And maybe if you don't know what it is, this full moon will give you the wisdom aligning to Jupiter to find the opportunities to show you your purpose. And what encourages you as a human being to actually feel like you're a part of everything. We all have something that we can be a part of. Whether you want to share motivational texts on Facebook, right? You are sharing something to motivate others. The world is seeing you. That's the thing about the 10th house. It's how the world sees you and how you feel about how the world sees you and what you want to accomplish and what are your goals for you. What are your goals for your family? Some people do have that where their goals are not for themselves, but their goals are for others. But it's harder to implement goals for other people, right? We can only show them the way, but we can't make them take the way. That's the important thing. Can't force a person, but you can, give encouragement. And because your public image is highlighted, you can give encouragement to others in a very good way. Now, on the 11th, Mercury goes into your 4th house and you can communicate with your friends and family and they want to communicate more with you. And why I say friends, because anyone that you are emotionally connected to, because this rules the heart and the heart space, this is the 4th house, it's the house of Cancer. You are feeling very emotionally sensitive during this time, so be aware of that. Your mind is a lot on your feelings and how you feel about past experiences and how you feel about what's transpired within family matters and family stuff. You're just analyzing it mentally and everything that you've experienced. But you can communicate with family or even soul family, people that we adopt within our heart that now feel like family. Those are family too. And we connect to them. And you basically can communicate what you want to express. By the 24th, the sun would have moved into your 5th house. And Venus on the 24th would have also been in this 5th house. And on the 25th is the new moon solar eclipse happening in the 5th house. So this has to do with children. So if you have any, not only children, but romance too, creativity, hobbies, fun, adventure. But if you have any kids, you'll be thinking about ways that you can help your kids or what you can do with your children, basically. Right? So it'll have you more interacting. Venus there too wants a loving way. Sun gives you opportunity. The solar eclipse is showing you what you can do and what you need to let go of when it comes to your children. Now, if you don't have children, this will also have you wanting to connect to younger, youthful people, maybe offer some wisdom, maybe spend time around them. This is also focusing on your inner child. Have you been having any fun? This offers you the opportunity to have some fun. Maybe you've been so busy in September. A lot happened, and now it's saying, okay, how can I have some fun in my life? What will give me fun? What hobby do I want to do? Do I want to paint? Do I want to write? Do I want to draw? Do I want to cook? What gives you enjoyment, Cancer? Look to that. It's asking for that. Okay, it's also a good time to spice up your romantic life with your partner. If you have a partner, do something romantic, do something fun. If any conflict happens, right, this will be a great time to smooth over anything, because that solar eclipse sometimes can create a lot of unpredictable energy. So you can do that as well. So if any conflict happens, find a way with the Venus energy to bring in some harmony into it. Like I said, eclipses sometimes can end things. But if you don't want to end things because we're all feeling irritable, this would be the time to allow the Venus energy to bring in some, lovingness with the solar eclipse for you. If you're single, great time to meet anyone new. That's what it means. You can meet someone new. Can be fated though, so take it slow and see about fated or karmic in that essence. So just take it slow and see how it goes. But definitely a time for adventure, fun, what brings you enjoyment in life. If you haven't been having fun, you're being so busy in September, this is a time for fun. On the 30th, Mars will go retrograde and will stay all month. And Mars will be retrograding in your 12th house. Now, Mars is the planet of action, motivation. This is when it's not retrograde and direct. Action, motivation, doing all the things you want to do, getting up, vitality, energy is Mars. When it's retrograde, we lack all of that and we all feel very sleepy, very tired, and that pushes us to irritation and aggravation and aggression, because Mars is also known symbolically as the god of war, warrior, soldier energy. So if we all are not getting the rest we need, we're all a bit more cranky and we're a bit more moody. So be aware of that. So now Mars is retrograde in this 12th house for you. You will definitely be finding it very difficult to get sleep. You'll be exhausted, but when you're sleeping, you're dreaming, or when you're sleeping, it feels like you're not really sleeping. See, Mars is a planet of action. In the 12th house, it's a bit like, it doesn't want to be there. Your action in the 12th house is like action in the area of sleep. So ultimately, it can feel very tiring, draining, like you need a lot of rest, and you might be resting more, but you feel like it's difficult to get to sleep. And this makes you feel more moody, and you subconsciously might just say the wrong thing because you're not feeling well rested. Spend some time alone. You'll want to take a lot of time alone during that time. You'll be contemplating a lot of past experiences, and some past things can come back into the present moment now for you to review, to re-explore. Even some painful stuff, maybe things that trigger you from the past, and you're a bit more sensitive. You're also feeling deeply emotional during this retrograde with Mars. Take time out. Breathe, time alone, time in nature, time contemplating will be so good for you. The rest, the rejuvenation is what your spirit needs. You've been very busy, and this is saying take time out, really spend that time alone. Meditation will be good. Anything to slow you down, to soothe you, to calm you. Mars, like I said, in the retrograde makes everybody feisty, right? And you will be really looking for some seclusion from all the feistiness of the world and just find that safe space, because you can. Cancer, you are the safe space. So you will be able to find that and nurture yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website is linked down below if you'd like a reading, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos.